Hey guys, it's Curious. You know, I'm not going to comment much on my last video, but I think I took it a little too far. I don't know. Before I got into my own stuff, my own friends from the past, my supposed friends, I think I took it. I don't know. You know, anyway, I'm just going to leave it there for right now. But, I was thinking about online friends because I just heard the story of an incredible friendship. Apparently, this one girl who relates to the story, and gosh, I don't want to get into drama, but I feel like I gotta ask, even if no one answers, even if the person who freaking hears it doesn't get it, that it's talking about them, doesn't really matter who it's to. Let it just be out into the ether. Maybe I just gotta put it out there. Because I had a friend. He wasn't really a friend, but he was an e-friend. Let me get back to the story of this girl, woman, very nice lady. Someone who I can't find fault with. Okay? Wish I could just say her name, but that gets complicated. Anyway. Thing is, if you might recognize her from the story I'm going to tell, but she was talking with someone on Skype. She just did a recent interview, she said. And I guess she had no experience with drugs, and this person OD'd. The person she was talking to on Skype. And the thing was that she had no idea where he was. I guess she didn't even know his last name. And how would you find the last name? And she was Skyping with him, and she saw him OD and pass out and have respiratory problems. And I would find that very scary. I wouldn't know what to do either. Well, someone else I'm subscribed to. Oh, another clue. Okay, so, you know. Well, she called him, and I guess he's very well. How could you say it? Connected to the internet. A lot of resource contacts. Managed to find this individual through other parties, I guess, and get him an ambulance for where he was. And they became very close friends, e-friends. I thought that was a great story. I really did. Made me question my friends online because I've always had this policy. A, because I hate phone calls. B, because sometimes I feel kind of, I'm not going to say out of my mind, but sometimes I'm preoccupied with things in the past, my old friends. Sometimes I'm just tired, or I can be groggy when I wake up, or, if it's a video thing, actually disheveled. I don't want to come on, freaking hair all, and unshaven, and, guess I should get up every time at a certain date. A certain time of the day, take a shower, do a routine, but be honest, I just frigging. There's not a day or two I don't go take a shower. It's just, I do things sporadically. So, I never know when I'm going to be awake, asleep, out, whatever. I live chaotically. So, Skype doesn't appeal to me. Neither do drop-in friends, which I don't have. Because my house is in a various state of cleanliness and disrepair, I'll be honest. But anyway, where was I? Oh, well, I'm thinking about friends. And suffice it to say, because of my personality, my personal chemistry, I don't get that deep into the internet. I don't Skype. I don't do anything that requires me to answer something and be on call, a response. I've even tried direct blogging or direct networking a couple times. Like, well, I mean, not blog TV. I was going to say, I've done blog TV. I've never posted a blog TV, but I've gone into several blog TVs at times. I don't do it regularly. But I was thinking of Stick'em. I just couldn't think of the word. Well, anyway, I've tried Stick'em once. I felt I liked the people I did it with for the most part. There was one guy that was really kind of weird, but there was a few other people that were pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't really like the experience. It was nothing to do with them. I felt like I was making a video in a video interview. It was like a video phone call that was being taped, and it was, well, I didn't like it. I don't know. Well, it wasn't being taped, but it was me talking to somebody, and that was like real time, and that was like, just isn't me. I like to think about things and stuff like that, even though I only make videos on the fly. But anyway, the point is, I'm not very deep in the internet, is my point, because of that. My particularities. So, I'm thinking all my friends are practically, well, yeah, I would say exclusively, almost exclusively, YouTube friends. And so, there's the friend, the PM, the videos, the comments back and forth. Some of these people are just acquaintances. They're friends because they're friended or mutually subbed to each other, not sub for sub, but mutually subbed, but generally autonomous. They do what they do. I do what I do. They're really not my keeper, and I'm not theirs. But there is a certain guilt by association. Now, some of these people were there when I was beginning on the internet, and I'm not too elitist when it comes to certain individuals who don't have who don't have view numbers, because I don't have any myself, and who act in certain ways. I try to associate with people on their level, and I do try to bring a higher standard to myself. As I learned to talk on the internet and learned that it was more than just shits and giggles, I tried to bring a social dynamic to my videos also, and a responsibility to them. I at least try. But when I first started out, it wasn't quite like that. There was a group of friends, e-friends, and it was more chaotic in like 2008. Everybody was all over the place. And everyone bumped up each other's scores, and they bumped up friggin' their ratings too. Back when they had the stars, not just the stupid thumbs up, thumb down thing, which I guess is okay. But the point is, I kept a long association with this one guy, but he had mental issues, and I guess he was taking medication for them. But it kind of changed him and mellowed him down. because he would say very insightful things, but then he would start on these either sexual or like homicidal, like freaking rants. He would just lose it in half the video, and that would be it. And I hadn't seen him do it for a long time. I hadn't seen him do it. On the channels he showed me, because he had 1 million channels, he was a troll for sure. No one doubted that. But back to this girl. Lady, woman, gosh, I don't know. Real nice woman. I sub to. And since her style had changed on her channel, I liked the material, and she turned out she was really a sweetheart. So that's cool. But unfortunately, these two people crossed paths. And all hell broke loose when the troll said something to the damsel. And I guess the hubby didn't like that either. Who can blame him? But the thing to do was just block him and forget him, because that's what he was. A block and forget kind of guy. And he'd go back to rambling to somebody else. But I don't know what happened. But this Eve friend of mine, someone who a group of us who dwindled now and don't troll, talk to him kind of, I don't know. It wasn't charity. It was just a lack of snobbery. No, it's not right either. It wasn't either charity or pity. It was just associated with him despite his disability. I guess that would be the easiest way to explain it. Either that or he was just a fascinating troll to people who found it oddly interesting. I don't know. But anyway, he said the wrong thing to this woman, this lady. She took great offense. Now all of a sudden, and I've got a whole playlist of this guy. And anybody who wants to look on my channel can see the freaking playlist of who exactly I'm talking about. And I wonder, just after he insulted this woman, this guy disappeared. Now we're talking about e-friends and things being so wonderful, and that's great. And I certainly am happy for that. People are successful on the internet. People get views. People can socially interact. People could think of what to say and how to say things delicately. How to be diplomatic, cordial. How to interrelate with people. But for my friend who couldn't, all of a sudden, all his channels are gone. And if he got banned from YouTube, well, can't say I wouldn't be surprised. Feel a little sorry for him. But it was just the fate of his... Why is my light flickering? Stop that. It was just the fate of his action, even if he could or couldn't control it. But more than anything, really, even if it's for my own self-interest, I just like to ask that person, do you know what happened? Did you do something? What did you do to my friend? Oh, when I say friend, I'm thinking of that rap song. Wait a minute, I got it. Oh, yeah. Houdini. Friends. All of us have them. That's just the song that happened to pop into my head. Just the lyrics about how you have good friends, you have bad friends. But friends, who of us have them? My little group is shrank. And, well, that happens. I made new friends. But in the new YouTube, it's not quite the same. And I'm glad for the better class of friends I got, and I miss some of the old friends I got that weren't socially antisocial. But I'm just wondering what happened to this one. Because it could be me. I mean, one day I just disappear. I could think of somebody else who disappeared, but I know why he disappeared. And I'm sorry to see him go, but that's another story. You know he was going to leave because he was ill. But really, about my one friend who was ill in the head. Yes, ill in the head. What'd you do with my troll? Where's my friend? If only anything, it's not loyalty. It's not allegiance to his cause. It's just loyalty to an old acquaintance. I'm gonna ask. If anyone answers, they do. If anyone does, they don't. Or doesn't, they don't. But where is he? Where's my friend? What'd you do? At least give me a private answer. But, can't blame you. Sometimes friends just like that. You gotta let them go. But I still want to know.